Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nelo and I'm very happy to be here today. I know you guys no, I haven't had my baby yet. I'm still like heavily pregnant, but you guys know I have some of my oldies, you guys know I have my first daughter. Her name is Nonye. And I never actually did like a labor and delivery story video for her, because actually when I had her I wasn't a YouTuber then. But I'm just thinking, that it's not fair, because I definitely plan on doing a labor and delivery story for my new baby. So I'm thinking that it's not fair if I don't do one for Noye. And besides, Nono's birth was very interesting. Like it was something that I wasn't expecting. I had her when I was 36 weeks. I wasn't expecting to have her then. I think it's a story that you guys will be interested in, so let's get right into it. But before we do, if you're new on my channel, thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate you guys. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the family and let's roll together. All right, so yes, I had my first daughter in January 2015. January 17, 2015. I was supposed to have her February 14th actually, and I already had, I've planned everything down. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to name her Ifunanya. Ifunanya in Igbo means love. So because she was supposed to come like on Love Day, so I had everything planned out, the name, everything. But fate had like a different God had like a different plan, or fate, or had like a different plan for me. So I remember on the 15th of January, yes, I went to town that day, because all through my pregnancy with Nono I was strong, and I was healthy, and so I walked to town. I went to buy stuff in town. When after buying the stuff, I felt this like cramp on my tummy. I had difficulty walking, but I was like, maybe it's the load, I shouldn't be carrying loads and all of that. But I just continued. I had the two things. I managed to get myself back home, and I was still doing things like normal. I made dinner, I did all of that, and then in the night I was sleeping and I was sleeping, and the next thing I knew, I had to like quickly jump out of the bed, because I was pressed. I felt like, in fact, I weed on myself. Like I jumped up the bed and I'd already done it on myself. So I quickly like rushed into the bathroom, and then I did the rest. I cleaned up. When I cleaned up, I noticed that there was some mucousy stuff there. I didn't even know what that was. I was a JJC, I was a juvie. I had no idea what was going on. So after I cleaned off and all of that, I had mucousy stuff with like traces of blood in it. I came back to the bed and I slept. The next morning I just told my husband, I was like, see, last night when I was sleeping, I had this sudden urge to ease myself. I even did it on myself, so I had to rush into the bathroom, and the stuff was like mucousy. And I was like, okay, give them a ring at the hospital and let them know what happened. So I was like, okay, but I didn't even ring the hospital, yeah, because I was like, okay, I didn't ring the hospital because I had an appointment that day at, I think, around 4 at the hospital. So I was like, I'll just go in and I'll tell them what happened at the same time. So by 4 o'clock I took myself to the hospital. Then I met with the consultant that I was supposed to meet with that day, because I had this special appointment with the consultant, because I had some fibroids in my tummy. It wasn't big, just very tiny, but they just wanted to keep an eye on it. So after I met with the guy, we talked. So I was like, what's up? Anything I need to know? And I was like, yeah. Last night when I was sleeping, I had a sudden urge to wee, and I even weed on myself. I rushed to the toilet, and it was mucousy, and had traces of blood. And he was like, so have you felt have you felt any pain? Have you felt any pain, like any contracting pain in your tummy ever since then? I was like, yeah, since this morning I've been having this contracting pain. It's not like really painful, but it just comes and goes, and it's not very frequent. So I was like, you know what, get up and follow me. So he took me straight to the labor ward, and he was like, okay, they should check me there. at this point I didn't even know what was happening, you know. So they checked me, and that was when the doctor told me that my water had broke. Like, I had zero idea. I had no idea that was my water that just broke, you know. So I was like, wow. And at this, I was a day to my 36 weeks. I think I was 35 plus 6. So by the next day, I'll be 36 weeks. Gone, gone, gone. So I was like, oh really? So she said yes. So I was like, so what's gonna happen now? And she was like, well, we will, you still there's still some, the baby is still covered in water, you know, and we would check you, you know, monitor you through the night and see if we can just put you on antibiotics and then send you home and see if we can manage you till you get to 37 weeks. Because they always like try to advise, they prefer to have the baby when the baby is 37 weeks as opposed to 36 weeks. So I was like, okay. So the next morning they said, you know what, we're still going to keep you here and monitor you until, if by evening, if you're okay, then we'll send you back. Yeah, so the next day I think I saw someone checked me around 7-8, and after that they just left me on my own. They abandoned me completely to myself. And I was there, you know, nobody was checking up on me all through the day. I think it was like around 2-3. I started noticing that, you know, I was having this pain. The pain was crazy. Like, I couldn't sit down. I couldn't lay on the bed that they gave to me. Sorry. I couldn't lay on the bed that they gave to me. I couldn't sit down. I just could not stay one place because that pain was crazy. Because that pain was quite intense, and I had no idea, honestly, you guys, that was labor pain, you know, that was contraction and all of that. So I just started walking up and down the corridor, you know, just going up and down because I couldn't sit still with the pain. You know, I didn't see anybody. It was 6 o'clock. My husband came back from work and came to see me at the hospital. And I was like, I don't know, I'm having this pain. And then I saw the midwife. I said, look, I'm having this pain. This pain is crazy. She put the monitor on me. She checked. She was like, the doctor will come and check you. I was like, I'm just having this pain. It's just crazy. She said, it's okay. The doctor will come and check you. My husband was there then. And then around 7 o'clock, the doctor finally came. And you know, when she came, she was like, okay, we have to check you, blah blah blah. So they opened up and then they checked me. That sounds like that I was already 6 centimeters dilated, and at this point my contraction was coming every 5 minutes. Like, that was when I knew, I understood what was happening, because she was like, you're already 6 centimeters dilated, we have to move you straight to the delivery ward. I'm like, delivery ward, what does that mean? So you're having this baby today. I was like, oh my god, wow. I looked at my husband at this point. I was like, okay. Like, it was so unexpected. So they moved us from that place to the delivery ward, and then I met the midwife that was going to work with me. She set me up, and because my water broke, because I had fibroid, and because that pregnancy I also developed this condition called what's it called again, cholestasis. Hey, one big name like that, Sha. But basically obstetrics cholestasis. Is it cholestasis obstetrics? I'll remember the name and I'm going to insert it here. Anyway, so what if that condition meant was that, you know, that the bile acid level in my blood was quite high, so they have to monitor it to make sure that it doesn't exceed like a certain level that's going to be harmful for the baby. So my people, I had like so many, and because my water broke also, they have to make sure that there's liquid going in, there's antibiotics going in. There was so much pain as a needle on my hands. It was just a very, very, very uncomfortable birth process, and I had to lay down throughout, and they had to have all that pain on my hand, all those needles, you know, going into my hands, putting different things. One was putting water, one was putting antibiotics, one was monitoring. They also had something around my neck that, you know, they have to make sure that they have to listen to the baby's heartbeat. Oh, so I was there, you know. I went in around 8 and we were there till the baby did not come until I remember the baby came around 3. Yeah. So at this point I was 36 plus 1 day. You know, when we then got into the delivery ward, that was when it dawned on me that, you know, I was going to have this baby tonight. So I started to call my mom. I called my sisters. I called my sister. I said, look, oh, Chima, I'm going to have this baby today. She was like, I said, no. I'm like, yeah, is it true? And I was like, she was like, call mom, see, tell mom, see. If I called my mom, I said, mom, look, I'm having this baby. She was like, she prayed for me, all of that. And then we started the waiting journey, because you basically have to, I was already 6 centimeters dilated, but you don't start pushing until you're 10 centimeters dilated. So from 8 o'clock till around 3 o'clock, I was just dilating small, and all through this period the pain, you know, was getting worse and worse and worse. And because of all those needles that I had on my hands, it was so uncomfortable. At some point I was like, maybe I should just take the epidural. She was like, would you like some epidural? So I was like, okay, yes, I don't mind anything that will help me through this pain. But I was like, so how does the epidural work? And she said, you know, it's something that they're going to put at your back. And I was like, you're going to attach another thing to my body? She said, yes. I said, you know what, keep it. Because at this point, all those things that I had on my body was already, like, I hated having anything on my body. Like, they were so inconveniencing. I didn't want any extra anything. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to stay. So she gave me this gas. I think it was around 12 midnight, 12:01. I was like, can I have gas? She gave me gas. As soon as I inhaled that gas, I had this sudden urge to throw up. I threw up, and then, you know, I remember when the baby wanted to come, I felt like I felt like pushing, and I tried to push, and she was like, do not push. Do not push, because if you try to push before the natural time for the baby to comes, you know, you're going to put your baby in harm's way. You could kill the baby, you could do that. I was like, I'm not the one doing it, it's just happening. So that was when she then said, okay, let her check me. She checked me, and she saw that I was 10 centimeters dilated already. She then took the so she called all the other doctors and everybody, and they came, they set the whole thing up, and then they asked me to push. I pushed and pushed, and then I pushed out this beautiful baby of mine, and they gave her to me immediately. We had this skin to skin, because they asked if you want skin to skin. I said yes. So they gave it to me, and we had the skin to skin, and then they cleaned her up and all of that, and I breastfed her, and I know I had some tears, so they had to stitch it up. And, you know, just basically that was the whole story. I'll never forget that day. The fact is, I can't even forget how painful it was or how painful it's not. I just know that, you know, the process of childbirth is not an easy thing. Like, it's not something but the amazing, it's not an easy thing, it's a very painful thing. But the amazing thing about it also is that as soon as the baby comes, you forget everything. Like, if someone is asking you how did the labor went, you can't even remember. You cannot capture that pain. All you can capture is the happiness after the pain, you know, the joy you felt when you had your baby, and then, you know, you then start struggling with baby, breastfeeding, taking care of baby, no sleep, all of that. I really wish Nana was here, you know, so I would have shown you guys Nana, but I'm going to insert some pictures. You know, but Nana and her dad went out, so I thought, you know, I'd just quickly do this video and hopefully get it all this week before the next baby comes, when I'm going to be having a fresh memory of this one, and I believe I'll be more detailed with the whole story time. You know, I'll be able to give you guys some details as well as good pictures and maybe videos, you know. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of you, you know, who tune into my channel, who comments, you know, who show me all this love. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.